Hey you, it's Daris from Sassy Woman Tarot here to do your weekly reading from the 11th to the 17th for Leo. It is Leo season and that's how I started off last week, so that's what I'm going to go with. And so pulling your Seat of Intention card for this week. Leo, hope everybody's been well. Okay, and for today, I know that I'm beautiful. For today, I know that I'm beautiful. That's pretty nice. It's always nice to feel beautiful. All right, and also I'm going to be pulling the Chinese fortune stick, so if you want to go ahead and formulate a yes or no question in your mind here for at the end, I'll pull those sticks and we'll go with the number, that entails the answer. Okay, all right. I'm going to pull a gemstone, an angel card for you. And for this week, and it's Amazonite. It says, are you holding back something you need to say? The truth about a certain matter needs to be spoken. Honesty is important at this time. Have the courage to speak up with grace. Loving words have the power to heal or improve a situation. So Amazonite, beautiful, beautiful stone. And the angel on the other side is the angel of truth and honesty. It says, I live my truth and honestly communicate what is on my mind with ease. I effortlessly find the words to express my truth and speak eloquently and lovingly. I surround myself with people who are not afraid to honestly express themselves. Hopefully you don't see the glare on that as much, and you can see the angel of truth and honesty. Okay, all right. And I do want to pull I'm going to pull a fairy godmother oracle card. I think they're cute. And then we'll go with the reading. All right, so one card for Leo, please. There we are. Magic. Magic. Let me just get that in the book here. There we go. And it says, once upon another time entranced you skipped and sang in rhyme, enchanting days of long ago, times now troubled, full of woe. Mystic bliss was lost, so tragic, a spell not cloth, restore your magic. It says, do you remember when the world seemed so magical? Walking through an enchanted forest, playing dress up with and make believe, waiting for Father Christmas. Sadly, that wonderful, mystical feeling has waned as you face responsibility and challenges along the way. What once brought you joy has dimmed, and a veil of cynicism now cloaks your senses. But what an adventure it has been. Some of it spellbinding, some of it tough, but always endured by you, with a sense of knowing that you have to push through no matter what the cost. Well, you've done it, and I'm here to present you with your prize. Allow me to wave my magic wand and summon droplets of pure magic to shower over you. Awaken, sweet one, and tap into the magic that is all around you. If you will but listen and learn. See once more through the eyes of a child with joy, wonder, and awe. As your spiritual sight opens at the hint of my touch, you will discover a hidden world long forgotten. Time to reestablish your connection and step into the mystery that beckons you, for you cannot resist. As a new magical energy surrounds you, grab your dreams and reach for the stars. The universe is poised to support you as it reflects your thoughts and intentions. Rejoice at the magic you have uncovered, delight in the wonder of who you are, and step into a fairy ring. Search for pixies, swim with the merfolk, and pat a unicorn. Magic is everywhere and in everything. Go discover it. Enjoy every precious moment, knowing and appreciating that you are totally blessed and will continue to be so as you add your own magical touch. Isn't that pretty? That's really nice. So it must be a season of you trying to stay focused with your, the child in you, your inner child. Maybe you're supposed to really focus on that right now. So I'm going to use the Mystic Mondays Tarot, And we'll do a past, present, future for you. And go from there. And my cards have all been saged. Everything's been cleansed. That's how I work. Alright? And you can have a personal reading with me. The information's in my description box. Just have to reach out. Okay. So let me just see what we have here. The Magician. With all of these. Three of Swords. Princess of Cups. I will read that from the book. 10 of Wands. 7 of Pentacles. 6 of Wands. And, we'll take 3 more. Not those. Not the whole deck, please. Alright. Let me just get these a little bit more straight so I can read them properly. Alright. We'll take 3 more. And we'll go over the cards and we'll clarify. Is that 3? Nope, it's 4, but I'm going to take them. Alright. Right. So we have 2 of Swords, Queen of Wands, and 8 of Swords. Okay. Alright. So finding your inner child, staying with them, the wonderment. That's what I always tell people. Don't lose your wonderment. Don't ever lose that wonderment of being a child, because it's such a magical essence to have. And you know, just the wonderment of life, just so magical. You know, when you see a brand new born baby and you think, oh my gosh, you got so far to go and so much to do, and but you know, the wonderment of it all is just amazing to me. All right, I'm going to set these aside so I can get that right. And these over here. There we go. All right, so the Magician card, we know that the Magician card is Mercury, and it's like creating your own power sometimes, you know, finding your own, you know, trusting your intuition, finding your own, just creating your own power from coming back from something. So 3 of Swords, look, could be heartbreak, could be stabbed in the back, just feeling betrayed, loneliness, you know, that kind of thing. Princess of Cups, I said I'd read that card because it is different. So let me just pull that from here. I don't like to not, you know, because people are like, oh, well, does that mean the same? No, not, sometimes it doesn't, so it just depends. So it depends on the cards. I do love these cards here. They're one of my favorite decks. I just like the way they look. A little bit more modern. I like it. All right, so there's the Princess of Cups. Check her out. Okay, and I'm going to read that. It says, flow, synchronicity, mystic messages. And in reverse, it would be low tides, immaturity, emotional instability. Okay, or yeah, instability. I thought it said irritability there for a minute. Well, you know, we've had that in our lives too, I'm sure. But it was instability. Okay, so here we go. It says that subconscious messages swim through your conscious mind, receiving intuitive messages from within. The Princess of Cups brings you inspiration to create, to trust your insight, and to listen to your intuition. She asks you to be open-minded about new experiences, emotions, and how messages can take form. This news can be subtle or extreme, so trust your gut instincts on what it's trying to tell you. Pay attention to the synchronistic events and symbols and dreams, for it is your guide delivering you a message. Let your emotions come out to play with free rein. Vulnerability is your strength. To wear your open heart on your sleeve. Express yourself freely, as open and innocent as a curious child. Answers to questions may appear in surprising and playful ways. Oh, inner child. Here we go. See, it all ties together. Okay, and then we have the 10 of Wands. And the 10 of Wands is usually pretty much like, you know, your heart's been tried. Look at the heavy load she's carrying. So you must have gotten some kind of inner intuition about this right here. You're carrying a big load from that. Okay, trying to get out of that presently. And we have the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, and 7 of Pentacles usually is like, you know, you just take a pause. See how she's just hanging out and she's just watering the tree, waiting for it to bear fruit. Okay. And the Six of Wands. So we had the Seven of Pentacles and now the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands is usually good news. And that's present. So Two of Swords. Two of Swords is your future card, and that is usually balanced, balanced forces. See how they're coming together there? They're like side by side, balanced. You know, sometimes it can be like an indecisive thing. Queen of Wands. All right, and Queen of Wands, see how steadfast she is there? Oh yeah, baby, she knows what exactly she is. She knows where she's at, and she has her hearth and home, and she is stable, and she is logical and honest. It looks like practical. That's what I get. And an Eight of Swords. All right, Eight of Swords is usually like a feeling like there's, you know, fruitless you know, like misery, you know, like not really misery, but false beliefs, you know, bad news, feeling like you're bonded, your mind, you're up in your mind too much. So maybe you're trying to get away from this and you're still up in your mind over it. So let's get some clarification on that. Let me get some other cards. What do I want to use? Okay. All right. I guess we'll use Light Seers. That's been my go-to lately. I don't know why. It just seems to come right out there and say what it needs to say. All right. So, okay, so we're going to clarify the Magician and see the Magician too about the creativity. So all that tied in with the Princess of Cups and the Three of Swords. So Page of Wands. Page of Wands is usually, you know, a messenger, a young lover. And then we have the Three of Swords. So let's go ahead and clarify the Three of Swords. So maybe you had a relationship with someone, or else a message regarding a relationship you had or about to have. Hope everybody's well during this Leo season. I hope it's prosperous for you and magical. Just hope it's magical for everybody. All right. And the Four of Wands. Okay, so maybe you had an upsetting message regarding, you know, your home life, your happy home. The Princess of Cups, then I did explain that to you. I did read that to you. So we won't clarify that card. It just says to trust your intuition and believe, you know, believe in your inner child when it comes to you. Your messages are going to come to you in different ways. So, you know, maybe that was the case regarding that situation. I have two cards here that came out. Oh, actually three. We have the Six of Pentacles. This is concerning the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands, the Six of Pentacles covers that. Gifts justly given. So maybe you were given something after this heavy load. The next card is the Moon. Might have been some deceptive gifts. Or maybe you weren't trusting of the gifts. And the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is success and good news. And you've had that now right here. You had this coming up. So, all right. And Seven of Pentacles, taking a pause. That was after the Ten of Wands, remember? So we have two Six of Wands. Good news. That's great. All right, let's get a clarification on the Seven of Pentacles, please, for Leo. Clarification, Seven of Pentacles for Leo. Ooh. I'm going to take the top card, not the other two. All right, and that is the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups is great. I mean, you know, that's just very nice. That's like the Wish card in the whole deck, material wealth. So, and the Six of Wands follows that. So that's good news. So maybe that's good news concerning your finances anyway. Might not be good news concerning a Seven of Swords, to clarify that, concerning your love life, but financially it looks like you're doing pretty good. I'm going to take this one. Nine of Swords. Okay, so Nine of Swords is usually like sorrow over another some kind of misery you're feeling about that. Your finances look good maybe, or maybe you lost your finances regarding this, but you're still having some issues getting over it, hence the Eight of Swords coming up. The Two of Swords, though, is indecisive. You're indecisive regarding this. Maybe you can't let it go. Sometimes it's hard to do, you know? You just gotta focus. Stay focused, Leo. Leos are yeah, Eight of Swords. Yep. So you're up in your head over this. Queen of Wands, I'm going to go ahead and clarify that. You're up in your head over this, and the Sun card. So, Queen of Wands, stay focused, steadfast, you know, trust your intuitive self. Stay practical. Use your head, you know. Don't listen to your heart sometimes. Use your head. And the Sun card. So, a good outcome. Eight of Swords, let's clarify that. You know, sometimes things are for a season, you know, or, you know, just for a moment, not for a season. I don't know how that saying goes. And the Hermit, you know, is, that's a Virgo card. And the Hermit is usually like saying, you know, you can just sort of like be by yourself to rehabilitate, to heal. So maybe you're healing from this. It looks like with the Sun card you're doing well. The Hanged Man, okay? Feel suspended, you feel stuck, okay? Let's hope this comes out all right. Let's go with that. Come on, let's get clarification. Looks like you have it together though with the Sun card. Look at that Sun card, man. So guy, girl, doesn't matter. You're coming out of that. You know it's just a restriction you're hanging on to. Okay? You gotta sometimes let it completely go. It's hard to do. It's hard to do. Especially if you have a lot of memories or whatever. It's hard to do sometimes. You just have to like close it off and say, hey, that wasn't for me, and that was something that was a lesson. It was a lesson, and I have to learn it and move on. Queen of Wands again, and there's two cards actually. So before the Queen of Wands we have Judgment. Okay, so spiritual awakening. Maybe you're going to be able to walk away from this. You're going to come to a conclusion. Something somebody's going to say, a sign or synchronicity. Okay, they're going to help you. Something somebody's going to say is going to really take hold in your mind. You know, you're tied up in your mind over that, and you know it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. It wasn't to begin with, or you wouldn't be in this situation. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's, you know, you can believe and believe and believe in one thing, and it was not meant for you. So, you know, get out of that. Get out of your head, man. Get out of your head, Leo. Okay, focus. Focus. And then we have the Queen of Wands again. So she's very sure of herself. Check it out. She's like, yeah, all right, great. Let's do it. All right, she knows. All right, I'm going to pull one more, one card, I think. And that's going to be from the Magical Unicorns. I really like those. To tie this all in. And then we'll go ahead and do the Chinese fortune sticks. Okay, so one card here for Leo. Ooh, ooh. Oh, it's actually two. And that's my creaky chair, so just give me a second. All right. I don't have a lot of space, so everything's like jumbled here. If you could see it, you'd be like, oh my goodness. Okay, and so the card I'm going to, there's two of them. I'm going to use this one here, Love. And let me just read from the book. It says, love, the answer that you're seeking is love. So let me just look. It's alphabetical, so it shouldn't be too hard. Of course, it's got to be. Okay, there we go. My nose is itching. It'll let her something better. All right. Let's see. I'm going to show you that. And it says this card wants you to know the simple yet powerful answer that you seek. It's love. Pure love, divine love, healing love. You can heal your current situation by acting more lovingly towards others. You can also tell them I love you. Even holding loving feelings towards another person is a powerful way to heal them and the relationship. You can send love to someone who's in need by seeing or feeling love coming from your heart and going to the other person. You're also called upon to teach others about love. You can do this in many different ways. You can talk, write, or sing about it. You can, even though you're not feeling it, you can draw, photograph, or paint a picture that shows love. You can make someone laugh to open their heart or inspire them with your own example of living a life of love. This card may also mean that another person really loves you but doesn't know how to show or tell you these feelings. Remember that not everyone is comfortable with strong feelings. Compassion is part of love, which means being open to other people's differences. All right, so that's that. Let me go ahead and pull the fortune stick. This is for Leo. Okay, from the 11th to the 17th, 2025. Time is no matter though. You can tune into this at any time. And if it resonates with you, wonderful. Give me a like, share, subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And a lot of people look at my videos, but they don't like. And like helps me to grow, on the channel, and I would really appreciate that. I also do personal reads. You can check it out in the description box. All right, so on that note, which one goes out farthest? There we go. This one. I thought it was going to be the other one. All right, I have to check out this number here first because I can't see that well in this light. It's number 5. I don't know if you can see it. Number 5. All right, let me just get my book. I know it's under here somewhere. No, I won't go into that. All right, so number 5. It says, follow your deepest instinct where business matters are concerned. You know what course of action to take, and you find great success through independent endeavors. And the answer is yes. I'm going to read that again. The answer is yes. Follow your deepest instinct where business matters are concerned. So that might be your finances that look really good. You know what course of action to take, and you find great success through independent endeavors. I hope that helped. I hope it resonated with you, Leo. And until next time, bye-bye now.